Hey, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for this transmission. It's awesome. Very excited to hear it.
All right, thank you. It is
So,
our passion and our pleasure.
so I had a dream maybe a week ago where I was in an airplane
Yes.
and I landed or went down like on a highway.
Yes.
And next thing I knew, I'm driving with my friend, and I'm like, something's not right here. We were just in an airplane.
Yes. See what I mean? About the
Yeah.
strangeness, the oddness? There are different kinds of vehicles that exist in the lower astral realm that are representative of some of the vehicles that sometimes penetrate into your reality that you call UFOs.
Right. Is there anything you can tell me about that dream?
I just did.
Anything else?
Well, you went from a larger craft to a scout craft.
Okay.
You understand?
Yep.
So you were in a larger craft with more people, the airplane, and then you got into a smaller vehicle to go back down to the physical reality path, road that you chose to walk, to drive. So you took a different vehicle to get back into physical reality.
Right.
Many times this will be represented by such a smaller vehicle. Sometimes it will be represented by suddenly having to go down a staircase from where you were. Sometimes it will be represented by having to go down an elevator from where you were. These are various symbols that represent being done with the adventure there and in your mind dropping back down into a lower frequency to go back into the physical realm.
Right. Okay.
Does that help?
That does. And
All right.
Was that a Yael connection?
A little bit. There was more to it than that. But yes, that was involved.
Okay. Anything else that you can tell me about other beings?
Such as?
Well, you said that it's partly Yael. I don't know who.
I did.
Would there be?
So you want to know about the part I didn't tell you about?
Ideally, yes.
I see. And why do you think I didn't tell you about it?
I didn't need to know.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yes? Anything else?
Yes. One other question. In my house,
Yes.
there is a banging or a clanging noise that seems to happen about once a day.
Yes.
And
From any particular place?
I can't exactly locate it, but I think it's up towards the ceiling.
Someone trying to get your attention?
Yes.
All right. And what happens when you experience that? What kind of a state do you go in?
Well, I pay attention to what it is I'm thinking or saying at that time, and I'm like, ah.
And is there some particular consistency with what you're thinking when that happens?
Yeah, it's usually that I feel like I'm on the right track.
So you're using that as your synchronistic symbol to let you know when you're in alignment with your true self?
Yes.
All right, well, that's coming from your higher mind.
Okay.
Remember, the higher mind communicates in energy, in frequencies of energy. It can and often actually does affect the physical reality dream by creating certain vibrations that will manifest as certain sounds and other physical phenomenology in physical reality.
Okay. Cool.
Your body feeling the communication through the auspices of passion is not the only way that the physical mind has of communicating or reaching into the physical reality. It can get your attention in a number of ways. So, are you paying attention to it?
Yes, absolutely.
So you're acting on your highest passion every moment that you can to the best you can with no insistence on the outcome and remaining in a positive state no matter what happens all the time?
Yes,
All right.
mainly.
You were just under the wire there in terms of your hesitation.
Yeah, it doesn't happen all the time. It happens most of the time.
All right. Thank you for your honesty. Anything holding you back from it happening all the time?
Well, so I've been exploring that, and what
All
I
right.
recently came to was I think the core belief of I'm not worthy.
And why would you still be holding on to that? If you are experiencing your joy and your true self and your true vibration most of the time, what is it about the times you're not doing that that seems so much more real that you would hold back at those times? What's the difference between those times? where you do feel worthy and so experience your joy, and then in certain circumstances don't feel worthy. What's the difference between those circumstances in your definitions?
Well, it seems like I'm looking inward at those times.
Which times?
The times when I feel like I'm not worthy.
And
the times when I feel like, or when I know I am worthy, my focus is just on the world outside of me.
And so why are you making a difference between the outer and the inner?
I shouldn't.
Well, it's not about should or shouldn't, but why are you? Can it be simply as simple as you believe there is a difference when there actually really isn't?
Yeah, that must be it. I think that I'm still
Yes.
coming to grips with the idea that the external world is actually contained within my consciousness.
All right. Well, but you are open and willing to understand that the outer world isn't real unto itself and is nothing but a projection of your consciousness, yes?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
the more that you wrap your mind around that understanding and that knowledge, do you believe that your sense of unworthiness when you look inward will begin to lighten up?
Yeah, it definitely will.
And if you do, in fact, examine your beliefs and find that you're still holding on to something that says you're not worthy, are you willing to work with that in that moment and stay in that state at that moment and find out what the belief is really saying about you?
For sure.
All right.
That's what I want to
So
figure
you will
out.
keep walking that path then, yes?
Keep walking it, yes.
Yes, all right. So anything else?
No, I think that's going to do it.
Oh, all right, thank you. Pleasant dreams.
Thank you.
Bashar?
And you good day.
Good. I want to tell everybody and you the trick how I got here. I don't know if you're familiar with the person Neville Goddard. He talked about imagination.
All right, and so?
So basically, I was sitting there and I was just imagining as if April, I think is her name, right? April already called my name.
Yes.
And I was actually getting ready to get up.
Yes.
She called my name.
Yes. So this is an example of one of the things that we talked about earlier, where sometimes in the non-physical reality, you will plan out certain things and then get a sense when you go through your as-if exercise, it's because you already know, you already planned that out, and you're about to see it come into manifestation.
Yes. And what's funny is, because you're talking about sleep and dreaming,
Yes.
he talks about that it's really powerful
It is.
to do that right before you go to sleep.
It can be.
Is it more powerful than during the day, or is there a difference?
It depends on the person. It depends on their biological cycle.
Really?
Yes.
We all have different
You do. Now, some of them are somewhat coordinated in general, but nevertheless, there are going to be small differences between all of you individually.
Isn't there something that happens in the sleeping state that makes the imagining before the sleeping state more powerful?
Again, it depends on how it works for different people and what their belief system filters are all about, what they will allow themselves to understand about that, and how they use it as a permission slip to give themselves permission to open up to more of themselves.
Okay. Is it true that it's more important to visualize in first person and as if it has already happened?
In a sense, yes, because you're bringing it more into the moment rather than assuming that it's somewhere in the future. But remember that when we describe the idea of how to use the mechanism of visualization, it's very important once the visualization is at its peak and has gotten you into the most excited state possible that you completely and utterly drop the picture. Because you don't actually know that the picture, the image, the visualization that your physical mind was capable of coming up with is actually the ideal outcome for you. It may be symbolically representative of it, but it may not be literally representative of it. And that's why it's important to allow it to get you into the proper state to receive the proper outcome, but to not insist that the picture your physical mind came up with is really the end-all, be-all of what could happen that might even manifest even better than your physical mind was capable of imagining.
Would you say that the most important thing is really the state of being, the excitement, and that's
We
what
have
you
said
always
that
say
many
that follow-
times. State of being is what it's all about.
Okay. And about the process of following your excitement,
Of acting on it, yes.
acting
To the best you can, with, again, no assumption, no insistence on what the outcome should be, and finally, remaining in a positive vibration no matter what manifests, so you can get the benefit from it no matter how it looks.
So I've been practicing it for some time now, some years, and I'm really like passionate about it.
Oh, all
I
right.
love it. I think it's the truth because I'm really excited about it.
All right.
And I came to experience that the having having no expectation.
Having no insistence.
No, what's the difference between no?
Well, you can expect something to happen. You can expect in general that you will have a positive experience. We're simply saying don't insist on the details. Because you don't really know what the details need to be to get you where you need to go. But you can expect to have a positive experience if you're going to remain in a positive state, of course, because that's just physics. What you put out is what you get back. So as long as you stay in a positive state, then it doesn't matter to you what really happens, because you know that no matter what happens, you'll be able to get a positive and beneficial effect from it, so who cares how it looks?
So if I follow my excitement, if I just in general feel like, okay, something good is coming out of this, that's valid.
Absolutely, because even if something manifests that you objectively, neutrally don't prefer, don't vibrate in harmony with, you have to know it's got to be there for a reason that does serve you. So if you stay in a positive state, you'll be able to get the benefit of why it's there. Whereas if you went into a negative state, like, oh, that doesn't belong here, then you're not going to get a positive experience from it, because you have invalidated the fact that it showed up in your life, when in fact it could be serving you by showing up in your life, even if it's something you don't prefer.
Okay.
So yes, it's all about the state of being that you choose to be in that determines what you get out of that experience, no matter how it looks, no matter how it was created, no matter what anyone else's experience or opinion is about it, no matter what old-fashioned definitions may be attached to it from your society. If you stay in a positive state, you will get a beneficial effect, no matter what anyone else experiences.
Okay.
Yes?
You were talking about belief systems,
Yes.
and there's I follow you, and I'm sure you know about Abraham Hicks.
I do.
Yeah, and I was wondering, because I'm trying to combine,
Yes.
there's a mix, combine and not be so confused about.
What are you confused about?
So what I'm confused is about, so for example, let's say you have 10 subjects in life, like maybe health, relationship, money, etc.
Yes.
And maybe 3 of them suck, for example. Let's say, yeah.
You understand that's a negative definition, right?
That's true.
Thank you.
What I think, for you to better understand my question, is they say that to focus on the one that's positive and keep your focus there.
Keep your state there.
Keep your state there.
While you're dealing with the one that you have defined as sucking. Because the idea is you need to find out why you're defining it as sucking. That's the purpose of that coming up, is to figure out why it's not something that you believe is actually beneficial to you. So stay in the positive state with the things you have that relationship with. At the same time, be in a positive state when you deal with things that are vibrationally incompatible to the definitions you have given it.
But what if you like in a challenge, and like a certain challenge, let's say with money?
Yes.
And by focusing, they say focusing on even the positive side of the stick, you still activate the other side of the stick, which is which you don't feel so positive about.
Yes.
And they say it's easier to focus on something.
Some people may agree with that particular technique, but it's up to you, no matter what they tell you, and no matter what we tell you.
Okay.
It's up to you to decide what works best for you. You get to go, I like a little bit from column A. I like a little bit from column B. I like a little bit of what they're saying in column C, and I'm going to put my own ABCs together that works for me. Because it has to come from different sources in slightly different ways with different terminology, because there are different belief systems that need to hear things and see things in different ways in order to understand them. So you get to decide What part of what we're saying to you works, what part of what they're saying to you works, and you get to design your own particular permission slip out of all of that.
I love that. But isn't the underlying thing to always follow your excitement? Isn't that underlying?
Yes. Because
Jews as a
what
basis?
is your excitement? What is passion? That's what we've described. Your higher mind communicates in energy frequency language. That energy frequency language is translated by your physical body as the sensation of passion, excitement. So when you are willing to act on it, you are responding to the higher mind's message through the language of physical reality, which is action. Therefore, the higher mind knows, oh, he heard me. So I will give him more things to be excited about. Oh. But if you don't act on the passion you've already been given, why should you be given more?
Oh, okay, so you would advise us to like pick whatever we are drawn to the most in the moment.
Absolutely. That's why you follow the thread of excitement wherever it leads, no matter in what form it comes, because you don't really always understand exactly why it came in that form. Never have an insistence or an assumption that the form the excitement comes in has to come to fruition in the way most people on your planet think, because you don't know why it came to you in that particular way. Okay. Sometimes that thing may come to fruition, but very often, because of the kinds of belief systems people on your planet buy into that block you from acting on things, sometimes your excitement has to come in a form that will simply do nothing more than get you off your butt.
I like that.
So that you will move, take an action that then puts you where you need to be so that what actually needs to manifest can manifest. So your excitement will often trick you into being a better self.
Okay. I want to tell you about one more experience I had recently, or like the last 3 months. That's what I experienced. There is energies flowing through my body.
Yes.
And there is energy that sometimes is like I think they call it sanskara, where it's like blocked and painful.
Yes, but the idea of energy that is quote unquote blocked, it's not really blocked. It's pointing out that there is some incompatible belief system within you. And therefore there is resistance. That's actually what causes pain. Resistance to the natural flow.
Yes. So pain, where I felt pain. And then what I did was I went to the observer and observed it, but I relaxed around the pain.
Yes.
And it moved.
Yes.
And without me like questioning belief system, I feel like tears come out and like.
Yes, because you're letting go of the chemical constituents of beliefs that don't work for you. They usually wash out through your tears.
Is that positive?
Yes.
And what it's coming like I do this, sometimes I do this like 2 hours, and like they're coming out and moving and everything's moving.
Then that's your permission slip.
But it keeps like, why do new ones always keep coming?
You are very multi-leveled, like most humans on your planet. You have many different compartments with many different kinds of belief systems about yourself ensconced in those compartments. And the whole idea of having a physical reality is to actually go through the process of opening every single one of them and letting those belief systems go. And that's fine. That's the point of the life itself. It's not something to, in a sense, get past or get through. It's something to be in the moment with and let yourself experience the beauty of those releases.
So I should just keep going with it.
Well, why not?
Because I don't know when I do it, because I feel like that's actually focusing on the negative instead of focusing on following my highest excitement.
Remember the paradox. In the kit of excitement, there are tools, and one of the tools is the reflective mirror that reveals to you, as you're acting on your excitement, any belief within you that might be out of alignment with your excitement.
Oh, okay.
So the paradox is, part of your excitement is to discover things within you that are not part of your excitement.
So that could be part of my excitement.
That's part of your excitement, because once you discover something that is not you, oh joy, now you have something you can let go of, whereas if it remains unconscious, you have nothing to work with.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's exciting to discover something that doesn't belong to you, that you now are aware of, which means you can let go of it, because you can't let go of it if you're not aware of it. So that's exciting. So stay in the exciting state even when you experience things within you that are not exciting. And then you'll be able to use them in a positive way and let them go and streamline yourself to be able to experience more and more excitement no matter what's happening. Remember, again, it's not about what happens. It's about what you do with what happens that makes the difference in your life.
What do you think about the better feeling thought?
Whatever permission slip works for you. Do you understand our concept of permission slips?
It's whatever, use what, okay.
Permission slip is any technique, any ritual, any tool, any object that allows you to give yourself permission to be more of who you are. Permission slips that you're attracted to usually because they align with your belief system. And the paradox again is that the permission slip you're attracted to is a permission slip that will allow you to circumvent your belief system because you believe you need that in order to do so. And that's fine. That's how the tool works. So any tool, any technique, any ritual, any object that you are attracted to use is perfect for you at that moment. So use it.
What means more of who you are? What does that mean, more of who you are? Because you said...
You are a greater being than this, yes? Than this physical mind?
Yes.
Then as you allow yourself to let go of negative beliefs, you get to express more of that greater being in physical reality, to be more of who you truly are as a greater being.
And I feel that by following my excitement.
That's the formula that allows it to work most easily, because you raise your frequency when you act on your passion. When you raise your frequency, you become a better receiver of higher frequency information and energy.
Okay.
Yes?
Do you have any advice for me last?
I just gave you the advice.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So great. You're so great.
Hello, Bashar.
And are you good?